see if we get through.
Oh, no, good night.
Yes, good night. You're calling to speak on the program?
Yes, my name is
Okay.
Winston Red, UIC member.
Oh, General Wagwan.
There.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are hear you. They're hearing you.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
you have to
my name
turn
is
off
Win-
that in the background, you know.
Yeah, man, I'll close it off. Give me a second. Sorry about that.
Just mute it, yeah. Have to mute it. That will cause a feedback with the people.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. I got it closed.
Yeah, man.
So, go say it now. I'm a UIC member. And I logged on to your live. I've been following you since your interview with Mr. Patterson.
Yeah.
And I actually came off a town hall the PM was having in New York,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw your live.
Oh, you're in New York.
No, I'm not in New York.
Oh, okay.
I'm
You was watching
that
it. Okay.
Yeah, and looking at the questions that were being asked and the responses given,
Mm.
and the level of politics being played with the people. And again, let me declare my bias. I support the United Independence Congress in a significant way.
Mm-hmm.
Where I volunteer, I was a part of the executive. I represent the UIC in my constituency and my division,
Right.
and to recruit others.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I want to talk about is the report from the Integrity Commission. If you wanna allow me to speak on that, are
at 10 o'clock now for me, and I was late for this, but if you can do it in a 15 minutes, you think you can manage to do that in a 15 minutes to get your point across?
yes, man, I can.
Okay, you have the
I'll
floor.
be very.
You have the floor.
Here's what I note. I've been gainfully employed since I was 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now 47.
Mm-hmm.
And while I've had tremendous career success, while I've grown from the proverbial production floor to management, I've not seen the level of success the Prime Minister seemed to enjoy. Now, everybody is different. So, a lifelong civil servant that is doing better than captains of industries. And I'll paraphrase for others. A man within politics all in life started out as a volunteer and a constituency worker straight out of university until he got to the pinnacle, which is leader of the party and the country, and is showing where he's earning more money than people who run big businesses in the country. You have to ask the question, how comes?
What can go so?
Okay. There you go. Now I can hear the person that say a bad mind thing that no loud the man. But here's a problem with Jamaica. We don't have a problem with something until it affects us.
Thank you very much. Say that again.
We don't have a problem with something until it affects us directly.
That is it.
And here it is. It is affecting us directly, and we don't know. Now, let's put a proverb out here. If the assertion or the indications in the Integrity Commission report is correct against the PM and 7 other members of Parliament, they would have somehow gotten massive amount of money through their office, which means that massive amount of money didn't go to do what it was supposed to do. So let's look at Jamaica as a business, and I'm the PM, and that business went out to the IMF and said, give me $200 million to build schools. And the IMF said, oh, that's a noble cause, and since you have so many citizens who are willing to pay taxes, pay their fair share of taxes, they can afford to pay back this money over the next 50 years. So I will lend you this money. When the money comes into the public coffers, it goes to a contractor who is my friend. And that contractor inflates the cost and say, you know what? It was initially $20 million to build one school. Now it's $35 million.
Mighty God.
And then my friend give me $10 million, pocket five, then do the work and still benefit as a business with profit to be made from their quotation, etc. But my family still have to cough up money every month to pay for $35 million.
Make it make sense.
We about to move some furniture around here if you touch
You
it.
understand? No, while it's not coming to me full force, face to face, my family no because they used to paying that money every month. You follow?
I'm following. Go ahead.
So since them used to paying that money every month, they not pay no mind. They don't realize then just get bandulo, then just get chopped. You understand? And I keep doing that for 12, 15 years while I'm there. You see me?
Yeah. I'm listening, man. Trust me, attentively.
Look how the money stack up and pile up. Okay? Again, look how the money stack up and pile up. So now, here comes an agency that says declare your assets.
Right.
Tell me what your expenses are for the month and show me your savings and investment, and I'll tell you if this money is gainful.
Right.
And when you look, you see me with $20 million in a bank account, 300,000 in another, and with a total of 20 at bank account. Alright? You go wonder, don't?
Oh, you mean?
So if me collect one take for so long, how me have $20 million? So now, I hope the listeners to your wonderful program understand what that means. So now let's go back to the PM now and leave that proverb alone. The Prime Minister, a lifelong civil servant, has a house on the hill that rivals the national residence. Okay?
Right.
Garden House, not the Garden House, the Devon House and Jamaica House, and nothing upon that. Right? And he said it was shrewd investment and a loan. Right? That's how he justified it. A lot of people don't pay attention to the news, much less proper news, and listen to the propagandas.
Facts.
When the PM was asked about his investment holdings and if he justified investment holdings by the only, and I say this unreservedly, by the only journalist left in Jamaica, Zara Bird.
Mighty God.
He moved to silence her with lawsuit.
Right.
And encourage anybody in Jamaica who want to understand the deviance that he is involved in, and I can move to Marky G later, that he's involved with. Watch the documentary and realize that one, what he says doesn't make any sense. Okay?
Right.
And two, and most importantly, he can't really explain it. Now I'm gonna move to now the COVID period, when he start getting the first set of serious questions about his finances.
You C19, yeah? Yeah, C19. Shout out to Kevin Johnson, Kevin Ellis, Wagwan, big up, one of my dear ones. Respect. Go ahead.
So when C19 come out and he first get the first year set of question, he went on air and did an interview, and in that interview he said, I did shrewd investment and I encourage any Jamaican investment in FX trading, and I encourage every Jamaicans to do FX trading. There are two problems with that. I'm gonna break that down for the people then. The first one is that was the exact same thing another PM half a world away that was accused of corruption said. Exact same thing. No, don't get me wrong. There's money to be made in FX trading.
Right.
You see an 18-year-old drive a BMW, FX trading.
Right.
You have a brethren in the US, you have my crazy money, FX trading.
Right.
He asked me to join it, and I said no. And he probably thinks I'm a fool, but here's why I didn't. And every money a good money. And if the prime minister of a country, the one that gets the financial information, that makes the financial decision, that controls the people, that controls the system, I go invest in an FX, it means that he's betting against the country's currency for it to do poorly. So the other day when the IMF said, Jamaica, your currency is overvalued and you're not showing any real production for the value of your currency, so devalue it. Could he have said no? We're not devaluing people them currency and make them lose them value? Or did he say yes because it meant that he would make more on the back end through his FX trading?
Jesus Christ. You the man?
You see what I'm talking about? And that's why the Integrity Commission report talk about separation.
Yes.
You understand?
I'm putting
And
in
say,
more stricter laws and things that is concerned.
correct.
Yeah, right.
But most importantly, that is why the UIC has a clear plan for separation of powers.
I always hear
So that
Mr. Patterson talk about that. Having those checks and balances and the independence of each ministry and certain offices. So it really curbs even the attempt of corruption. But go ahead.
there you go. And it's a very simple plan. So now, let's come to these set of serious questions now. Now we are seeing where monies are moving through the various businesses and the various accounts that he has in the millions, even hundreds of millions. But no taxes are being paid.
Yeah, tell her.
And when the first set of questions by, again, the real and only journalist in Jamaica, Zara Burton, asked about the trust that was created overseas in a tax haven with his son's name as the directors of the company, and why the leader of a country which should be paying tax would seek to make use of a tax shelter and avoid paying taxes in the country that he runs. He said that it is perfectly legal, and he did it. And yes, it is legal.
Of course it is. But is it morally?
And slavery was,
is it morally right?
Legal.
Slavery was legal as well.
At one time, it was legal to assault a woman.
True. That don't make it right.
There you go. At one time, it was legal to kill someone.
Unalive.
Say
unalive. Certain trigger words in YouTube, unalive. But listen, before you continue, guys, I need you to remember to hit the like button. We have 172 people watching, and I don't have 100 likes yet. I only have 80 likes. Can we get 80 more likes, please? 160 is adequate. Thank you. Go ahead.
The first thing we're doing is punch the like button, you know.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much for that. And big up to the 80 people that hit the like button, but we need 80 more. All right. That is how the information goes out. The more people hit the like button, the more the video goes in the algorithm, and other persons can get the message that is being disseminated here as well. So don't be selfish. Like and share the video. Thank you kindly. Go ahead, my brother.
True. So when we see this kind of thing, and they say it's legal, it doesn't mean that it's moral.
Exactly.
And UIC wants to remove that moral ambiguity and make it streamlined. It says the UIC says that 10% tax on all income. So my 9 to 5, my side hustle, and my accidental income and my investment property, instead of me pay as a convoluted scale, we start at 33.3% and goes up as high as 50%. Right? I'm gonna just pay 10% and all of that, and everybody pay their 10%, regardless of who you are.
Right.
It's as simple as that. So these kind of behaviors will no longer be practicable. Right. You're not going to be able to do them foolishness then. You follow?
Right.
So let's continue. So the tax shelter, him have that go on. Right? And him have money move through in the hundreds of millions and move through the accounts based on the report. And them are declare nil income.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes, I remember that part of the report.
That don't make no sense. How can you have $30, $40 million, $60 million. I got your account, right? And you are say you know earn the money. No, it's possible, you know.
Well, I know somebody saying in that chat, so how come the JLP party people back in this PM? I mean, that in itself is a red flag, and
Thank you.
my question, this is where the credibility of the entire JLP is eroded in my book. They have no credibility, they have no integrity, and I say that without any apology, right? Because what they're trying to feed the people is that somehow this whole report is somehow baseless, and Andrew Holness is a victim of what them call
A weak
politics
point.
and a witch hunt. They have been trying to push this narrative. That is why allegedly Cliff Hughes got some type of inside information to talk about 4 accounts before it actually the IC report was tabled. All of this, in my opinion, was
Correct.
strategically done to distract the
There
people
you go. To
and
diffuse.
to
Yes, yes,
undermine
yes.
the integrity report. All right, and we have to see
Correct.
through this and see through the lies. We cannot continue to have these people just because they know. See, this is where it goes in, you know. Just because they know that not a lot of people in Jamaica is that bright in terms of education, so they can come and they can, use these trickery and these big words and fool some of the people. Because some people can't even read. Let's be honest. It's not a disrespect to anybody, right? So to comprehend the IC report is really them is depending on a man like this gentleman on the live right now. They are depending on Mr. Rattigan. They are depending on Andre Stevens. Then depending on Mr. Pattison. Then depending on Mr. Mark Golding. Then depending on all different type of people to explain to them what really going on with this IC report. Because the mainstream medias that are in favor of the Jamaica Labour Party, in my opinion, have been putting out the false narratives in regard to this report purposefully, in my opinion, to confuse the people. And their license
Yes,
should
man.
be taken away from them. Philly, your device, big up yourself. Mark Peart, big up. Go ahead, my general.
Now, you hit the nail on the head in saying that they've been putting out the false narrative. The UIC don't believe in taking away license. We believe in giving everybody a chance to speak. But the people have to be educated. So now you understand why they might destroy education. Because
Yes, exactly.
when they give themselves a 200% raise, remember saying education minister, when the teacher them ball out and then give them 20% and take back 5, the teacher them ball
Mm-mm.
out. And the education minister say, "Oh, you have to take that, And the teacher them say, "Well, we are gonna leave." She said, "Well, we have." I remember people raise the concern about what is happening now, including the UIC when they say we're gonna have a flight of educators out of Jamaica.
Right.
I personally know in my social circles about 15 teachers within the last 5 years that have left Jamaica.
Virgin,
My middle
hundreds
child,
of teachers
my
have
middle
talk
child
about.
living
Hundreds of teachers
right.
resign one day.
No, but remember now, the figures are out there that the ministry is hiding about the amount of teachers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're good at spreading lies and false narratives and spin doctoring, right? When people leak out about teachers being recruited from Cuba and other places and Africa to come to Jamaica to teach, the education minister first denied it.
Right.
But me can tell us about my daughter in grade 10 have a teacher that is not Jamaican,
Wow.
right? And she's having problem with that subject, and she is a grade student
Jesus Christ, what is going
because
on?
of that. But the education minister, when the flight started, said, "Oh, you'll be fine. We have teachers leaving teachers college to fill that gap." And Mr. Pattison, in his wisdom, said, "No, but that can't work. You have an educator that has been in the classroom for 5, 10, 15 years, that has honed
Yes.
their craft, know how to deal with the kids, know exactly how to bring the subject across. You can't take a teacher with just do teaching practice and graduate and then put them in front of the classroom. They're going to last." And
Mm-hmm.
that is exactly what happened. And now that you hear that the CXC pass rate is dismal, she's saying, "Oh, you can't look at it because they was cheating on a new paper." Knowledge is knowledge. It doesn't matter how the question is structured. It matters what the answer is. And it's obvious that the students didn't have the answer on that exam.
Right.
You follow?
Right.
So the people have to be able to see through the thing. And because of education, when my nephew went in last September for his first day of high school, there were 41 kids in his class. In my daughter's class, last September, there was about 36 students. They would have carried with her this September to class.
But but
My
but
son that
but
just started grade 7, there's 40 students in his class.
that is a very, very alarming thing. You see, too long, because I've been to school too, and it has been the same problem for many, many years. Both these governments that have been ruling has to take responsibility for this, right? The pressure that has been on the teachers to teach a 30 plus um quantity amount of kids at the same time is way too much pressure. Them need more. They needed more teachers, right? And they need to pay them better too, because you have to make the actual job be enticing for people to want
Thank
to
you.
have a career in that field, so they know, so they can feed their family. A teacher don't really need any stress, you know. She has 30. She has different classrooms. He has different classrooms that he teaches with multiple different individuals. Some, I mean, just look at your daily life, dealing with 2 and 3 and 5 people. You know the level of patience you have for deal with
I
children,
tell you.
for really affect them positively, for them grow. I mean, them really need to place emphasis on giving these people what they are asking for, because I don't think them asking for too much. I don't even think them greedy.
No,
I
but again,
really don't even think them greedy.
at the same time, when they were asking for 15 and 20%, the politicians gave themselves 100 up to 100 and what, 100 and
And
what, 40%.
we have to remember
And one
that
person gave themselves
in some
200%.
in some instances 300% too.
There you go.
You understand?
So, and then they try to tell you that it's a smaller number of people, so the big figure don't be afraid of it. Again, another false narrative. A good thing when
Exactly.
we didn't go to school,
And the
we didn't pay
mathematics you have to do
attention
now,
for
you know.
most of the people.
Yes, and the
No,
maths you have to
give
do.
them 200, so we have to pay attention in the school.
Because you see, if you was to add up, and I'm just doing a rough thing in my mind, if you was to add up the increases of all the ministers, and you put that number together, and you look at all the teachers that are in Jamaica and the increases that they want for their salary, the amount that it came up to for the ministers, I can almost guarantee you it's more than the amount it would cost for all the teachers in Jamaica. I can almost guarantee it.
Yeah, man, it's a very substantive figure.
Very
Again,
substantial figure.
the other thing I
Crazy.
can share with you.
Hold on,
The other
bless
thing I
up.
can
Hold
share
on there. Bless up to Amaya Bygrave. Big up yourself, sister. Go ahead, my general.
the other thing I can share with you is this. As a trade unionist, right? Because I was a practicing trade unionist for the greater part of 18 years. Yeah, man, hold up a hand nowhere. And I can tell you, sir, when I go to the negotiating table for my people, I always tell the company this simple fact. You don't need to put money in our pockets to give us an increase. You need to save what is already coming into our pockets. If you get what I'm
Right,
saying.
right,
So
right, right.
if I get $1,000 a year last year,
Mm-hmm.
and this year I ask you 2,000, and you can't give me 2,000. If you can give me 500 and save me another 20, Ipani,
Mm-hmm.
by giving me breaks and different things. So, what are the things that the company did during my day? Was it all right? We know say we not struggle with bus here, increase and all of them things there.
Before
And
you go
since we
further,
can't,
you look on the screen. Although you have it on mute,
no,
look on the screen. Just look on the screen.
let me see the thumbnail. Mr. Patterson,
No,
the
man, you need to
man.
go forward, man. You're there behind, man. You need to go live, the live part. With the far ahead of that.
Let me go on the live part.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, do that for me, Junior. Put up on the live for me. But
Yeah,
mute the
man.
sound so we
Yeah,
don't
man.
affect
Just
the
mute the sound. Turn on the device.
all the way down. Oh, government then be back Holness?
Look at this guy. I believe we should be as well thinking Jamaicans asking ourselves, is this man a part of the illicit yet? Seriously.
Well,
After
listen.
this man says we unequivocally giving their support to the Prime Minister in the wake of the controversy. Unequivocally, these people have
Yeah.
not read the report. They have not read the
No, no, no.
report.
No, man. Here's his story. I have to traverse his constituency frequently, right? And a two-time theme road mash up my car. Right in constituency office, me I'll take the picture.
Mighty God.
We put on a UIC live. Alright? This man allegedly, and I use the word allegedly, has a tourism related business.
What? As a tourism minister?
Allegedly.
Bangarang.
Man, man.
Bangarang.
And listen,
Allegedly.
I said allegedly.
Yeah, me know man, but a real
Allegedly.
bangarang that. Bangarang.
If it is true, it is.
Mm.
And I would love to know. So my question is it true that he has a tourism related business? Because they claim him are the best tourism minister in the Caribbean. And when I go to Toronto and Niagara Falls and New York and New Jersey and Kingstown in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Bridgetown, Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago, I mean, I see sewage run on the street, like me see on Bottom Road and Montego Bay. You understand? So me can tell you, right in front of what I want to tell the name, but them sell the beach, the public beach to the hotel. Because the Prime Minister they live tell people saying what they're doing is developing the beaches for people that have access to it. They are using the Beach Control Authority Act to take away public access. One of the best beaches in Montego Bay was privatized to a hotel. Right? But anyway, I don't know what hotel I'm talking about.
Yeah.
There's a manhole right in front of that hotel on Bottom Road. Right? Jimmy Cliff Boulevard in Montego Bay, the quote unquote tourism mecca, that overflows on a regular basis and raw sewage runs on the road. There's also
Nasty.
one between
Ew.
Margaritaville and Burger King.
Ew.
You understand? But he's the best tourism minister in Jamaica. There is
Raw
the tourism.
switch.
Yes, man.
Mighty God.
And they say he's the best tourism minister. So now to his constituency. The roads
Big up, big
are
up, big
still
up, big up Ben Matlock. Take tone down with the language, yeah? We know YouTube. Yeah, certain language, you have to be careful. Yeah, my boss. Go on, my brother. That's we know some frustrated with the government, but try for hold it down. Alright? Got you.
the roads in his constituency are largely unrepaired from burial. And his area is one that is prone to land slippage. As a matter of fact, there's a big restriction in the road right after his constituency office when you're coming into Montego Bay. And you don't have to ask me because we just
Listen,
contact the
landslide.
road.
Landslide.
Well, the landslide was cleared, but the tree that was fallen hasn't been properly cleared.
No, what I'm saying is that you're saying that the area is prone to landslide.
Yes.
But alright, so let me ask you, cause probably something wrong with me. As a individual that is responsible for your constituency and work in government in big ministry, you're telling me that something that is an issue for an area you don't prioritize, especially because it can cause the accidents and even people's lives being taken away. You tell me, so you cannot prioritize having a real permanent fix to that issue. Reinforce walls in the right areas. I mean, just off the top of my head, like seriously. I don't understand that one. I really understand.
I've been going to that area since 1998.
Yeah.
And there's only one time that I can recall that area had proper roads.
Where is
Once.
all the money them getting going?
No, you see, now here's it. There's an allocation to the so-called constituency development fund for each MP every year, based on submission. But every year nothing gets done. So what happened to that money? Because our budget is red, the monies should be allocated, and if the money is allocated and not used, where is it? And if it's allocated and used, where's the accounting for it?
Mm-hmm.
And so on. But the constituency don't know because the people don't get called to a meeting and say, this is what is happening in your constituency, this is how the money is spent, this is how much was requested, this is how much was allocated. The UIC will change all of that.
Hold on.
You follow?
Ben the man say, hold on, what? Hey, Ben, big up yourself here. Hey, Joanne said, yeah, a true, she said the person, Joanne said she stay at a small hotel across from the beach. Call her, them sell it out. Me have to start the, what? When me go over the beach, them two hotel there. Like she said, she have to pay. To go over the beach with you. You gotta tell the truth. Nah,
That's
I tell you.
Right now, the people at Bob Marley Beach, the people at Winifred Beach, so proud of them. They fight and kept their beach.
Right.
We lose Dump Up Beach and Mobi to the Beach Control Authority Act. And right now they're going after Old Steamer Beach down in Hopewell. You understand? Right now there's only one beach that will be safe, and it's a beach that is in a trust to the community in Hopewell.
In an actual trust?
In an actual trust.
Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful.
Yeah. So we just put that idea out there for the people. Them.
Yeah, that's powerful. Wow, I like that. See, that's where I see financial literacy, guys. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That see, education is the key, you know. Education is the key. Once you have a community, a country that is educated at a high level, it only serves the country.
Well, you get it or what? But listen, they don't want us to be educated.
I know. I realized that many years ago. You know, that it is on purpose that they're doing this. You know, right?
Here you go. So when they gave themselves the 200% and restrict the teachers, they know teachers were gonna leave. They know education was gonna get worse. They know the educational standard would have fallen. They know that. They know so we pick it and get done, sir. Listen, I have 2 kids left in school. I make sure I pay attention to their work because I can't trust the system that me pay for.
Right.
You understand? And the UIC system, because of the way I see Jamaicans are programmed and because of the lack of understanding, I know that the UIC system won't come to force because we say education should be at a standard where it is provided based on several criteria. One, it shouldn't be a Eurocentric education. It should be an Afrocentric education. And people hear African start panic. No, you're not going to start learning Swahili. But what you'll need to learn is your history. You understand?
Yo, this about that. Hey, you used to write music.
No.
Hey. You have some talent, man. The man say you're not gonna learn Swahili, you know. He said that right a while ago. Hey, you're easy, man. When your birthday?
When I tell people that there was a black emperor in Rome, then look for me and side eyes.
Yeah.
That's education because of my research.
Right. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know that to be a fact, but I would not be surprised.
Yeah, man, in name Septibius, man. Look it up.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't be surprised. What you can do is send me a link to that for my personal, you know, reading.
He said it to you. So Septibius was his name. But here's the other thing. When people talk about going to Rome, Italy on vacation, they talk about looking at the sites like the amphitheater and the aqueducts, and you hear about the famous Roman bathhouses. Well, when we can tell your viewers, said those were a black invention. There was a group of black merchants and travelers in the ancient world called Moors.
Yeah.
Mainly out of North Africa.
Right now you make the whole of the maroon them I lift up and I say and I raise your bang. Got you.
So they were the ones that brought indoor plumbing. I won't use the craft dialogue I usually use to describe it. But them bring indoor plumbing to Rome, including the aqueducts to bring waters from the highlands into the city.
Right.
You understand? And those aqueducts are still standing, by the way.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
Jewelry smithing and fine craft, they had it. Them always say, oh, black people can't amount to nothing. Nothing go so. One of the biggest libraries in the world was in Mali. You understand?
Yeah, man. If black people are truly left to their own vices, we don't really need, and no disrespect to any other nation, We don't need y'all. We really don't.
There you go.
We are a brilliant set of people, very creative, very spiritual. We really don't need anybody.
And that's why the UIC will create an education system. We already have the blueprint
Mm-hmm.
that will free up our potential. Because right now you hear them talk about STEM. That was our thing from ancient
Oh,
days.
listen, sir. I have been listening to the UIC. I know this. All right. I heard Mr. Patterson talk about trading and coding extensively. Engineering, that is his thing, right? And that is the way to go because the wave of the future is in those areas. So if you're not
Correct.
educating, see the robot them might take over the regular job them. If you're not educating the people and people don't understand what's coming, right? If you're not educating the people on a certain level where they will be useful,
Mm-hmm.
what is
There,
going to
there,
happen to the people?
there's already a term being used for those people who aren't equipped for the future. They're referred to now as useless eaters.
I remember that forum, that world
Okay.
forum. I remember that statement that was
All
made.
right.
You're absolutely
All right.
right. But here we go on
Now,
the general. We have to go cut it because me at 15 minutes me tell you to all the conversation good. We have to cut it and have our next one again. Because I have to go I'm very late. But because I was late already for the live, I said I'm going to give the people them extra time. And I give them extra time. But I appreciate the dialogue. You see what I say?
no problem, my brother.
Yeah,
I'll jump on another time.
Yeah,
But
man.
listen,
I go think some work for myself to rock it. I go think some work for myself because I couldn't do this.
we know the thing. We know the thing. It's
Yeah,
another
man.
thing that the UI is pushing.
Mm-hmm.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we continue the dialogue. Bless
Yeah,
up
man.
yourself.
Respect, man.
Thank you for sharing the knowledge and information with the people.
Yeah,
And
man.
bless up all the people. I'm gonna tell them like, share, and subscribe so the knowledge can spread and the thing rise up in the algorithm. Importantly, jump over to uicjamaica.com and jump on our UIC page,
Right.
UIC Liberty TV, and you will see all the things that we may talk about in more prolific form,
Yeah, man. And
including a live that the president and I did on this whole integrity report.
I would encourage the people to read the manifesto yourself of the UIC. It's on the website. I've always advocated for that. Education is the key. You know, we need to have good options. That is democracy, right?
You know?
So.
There you go. But listen, a quick thing about the Northeast Center.
Mm-hmm.
Quick thing. So the JLP won that seat,
Mm-hmm.
right? They needed to get Samuda into the House of Representatives for whatever they have planned for him,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they needed to get him out of the Prime Minister's office.
Mm-hmm.
So the Prime Minister allegedly, supposedly, say, all right, you want to see it here, Northeast Center. And they're going down there and they had a gentleman's agreement with the PNP. Because even though I talk about the JLP because they're present administration, you know, I'm old enough to have lived through both parties' administration and know the hell with them reap and Jamaicans. But anyway, so a gentleman's agreement. No, I'm not contest that they see them and you can get it back safe because they have to maintain the poor dynamics because the two of them work together, they're my friend. You get me? So then go nominate him, and because he would have been the only one nominated, he would win by default.
Right.
The UIC say, yo, we're gonna nominate somebody.
Yeah.
But then you see a supposedly independent candidate that is affiliated to the PNP go down there now.
Right.
But it's the UIC who stood up, just like we've always stood up in the face that the tyranny and deception that these two colonial parties heap out on the people.
And it is, see, I am all for it, you know, because that is where the checks and balances come in, you know. Right?
There you go, and that's why I have to big up Brother Chase Deal, you know, because he decides that not happen under my watch.
Mm-hmm.
And decides I go down, they go stand up for the people.
Sure.
You understand? Big up the president for having the knowledge and the foresight to sound the alarm and say, look at this.
Right.
Yeah. But yo, we don't see you later.
Man. Blessings, man. Respect, yeah?
Respect, brother.
Alright, my boss. Look at God. This live stream went to places that I didn't even imagine it would. I want to say a special thank you, Amaya Bygrave, one of the persons them that shared their prophetic visions after watching my video. Thank you so much, Miss Amaya Bygrave. I want to thank all the other persons that have reached out to me. Guys, if you want to join the WhatsApp group, My WhatsApp number is 4516535. And there, you guys can share with each other more things so we can equip each other and prepare each other for what is coming. You understand? And the education is key, like I said. So join the group. One of the UIC members is already in my group, and I've gave them the go ahead to share what they want to share, so the people them can look at the options. We already know what the JLP and the PMP is about in terms of their history, and people has picked their sides. However, as the man just said, the UIC is the monkey wrench in the system, and I'm all about the monkey wrench. You understand? Yeah. We need a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. We need people to stand up, right? That really genuinely is equipped, right? And they're qualified to represent their areas, right? Yes, that is what we need. Real democracy. So I encourage all the independent candidates out there, right? Rise up a fourth party to no man. All feet to no man. Yeah man, rise up a fourth party. Let's hear what you have planned. You feel me I deal with? Let's think about how we really want to move our nation forward. And if the UIC plan and the manifesto resonates with your spirit, make sure you put the money where your mouth is, right? And make sure you buy that party by donating. That means that them work for you. You're the boss. You understand? That means that they are now working for your interest. You know what their plan is, and it serves your interest. So now it's time to fund your interest. All right. And again, my queen, thank you so much, love. May I tell her even my family members them listening this live right now, and them feel you. You understand? Your spiritual energy, them feel you. Believe, no joke. All right? Believe. So I was definitely moved. Thank you for praying for the platform, praying for the people of Jamaica, praying for the country. You understand? Praying for them gain wisdom and understanding and spiritual awareness. I was very, very moved. And you definitely did not call me to speak on the program, but it was supposed to happen. I'm a queen. I don't know if you want to send me one picture for me put up for your thumbnail, because I'm going to post that audio and that video separately. You understand? Yeah man, glory to the Most High, man. Yeah man, all praises to the Most High. Hey Amaya, don't even bother pay them no mind. Trust me, all them something there just smoke screen. Blessings to you guys. Y'all be safe. I really gotta go. I love y'all, man. Y'all be good. Peace and blessings. In.